Today we welcome one of Hollywood's young film critics. We're glad to have with us Riley from KidPickFlix.com. How are you, Riley?
I'm great.
That's good. So you want to tell me, how did you develop a passion for movies?
Well, I see my brother. He made up this site called KidPickFlix because he saw this movie, and it was like a kid's movie, PG-13 though, and a lot of adults didn't like it. But he thought that it was a kid's movie. Of course, adults didn't like it, so he thought that kids should give their opinions on a website.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how he made up KidPickFlix.
Very nice. So you want to tell us a little bit about your site?
Well, we have people giving their interviews. I mean, not like interviews, like what they thought about movies.
Mm-hmm.
And we have webisodes. And sometimes in the middle of the year, we always have this the thing where we vote on like the KidPickFlix Awards. And so we have like a little voting thing. So you just press of what movie you like the best, what movie you like the worst. So.
Very nice. Can you tell me, what type of movies do you do reviews on?
I do any kind of movie. I mostly see animated movies.
Animated?
So, yeah, so I mostly do it on animated movies a lot.
Mm-hmm. So tell me, what do you look for in the movies? What do you like? What you like best? What you like worst? What do you rate it on?
Well, I love funny movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like Steve Carell, because like he's so funny. I love like almost every single movie he's in it.
Mm-hmm.
I almost watch like all of them. And yeah, I like really funny movies, a little bit of action in them, not too much.
How about, did you see the new Shrek movie?
Yes, I did.
You did. What did you think of that one?
I liked it really much, but I thought it was more of a teenage movie because, you know what, it was kind of for adults because they would understand this, but kids really wouldn't.
Right.
So it's about him, and he's doing the same day over and over again, and he doesn't really want that anymore. He wants to go in his mud tub. He wants to be an ogre again.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought like adults should understand that, not really kids.
Right. Well, I haven't seen it yet, so I have to see it and see what I think too. Yeah. So tell me, what's been some of your best-rated movies on your site? What do people like to see?
A lot of people like to see. Let's see. A lot of people like this Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly everyone did who wrote on our side, except for one. And Princess and the Frog was one of our best.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like our two best right now. There was only like one guy who didn't really like Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Really?
Yeah.
And how about, what are some of your favorite movies?
Well, okay, I don't really have, there's no favorites, there's no worst. But I do like, my top three would be Hoodwinked,
Mm-hmm.
Brushed Away, and Over the Hedge. I watch those like every time I go to my dad's, so it's like so fun to watch.
Good choices. I agree. So tell me, how often do you do these reviews for your site?
We do them every time we see a movie.
Every time you see a movie. Okay, so do you see a lot of the new ones out in theaters and rate those too?
No, but we usually see them earlier, like to give people what we thought, so maybe they should go see them. That's why we see them earlier, but sometimes we see them later. And a lot of times when we see it earlier, we have to go to this theater. It doesn't really have like food or anything, but sometimes we go to theaters that do have food and stuff like that, where you can just go get some popcorn. Or sometimes we just see them when they come out.
Right, exactly. Very nice. And what's been your favorite part about running your website and giving everybody the latest on the movies?
I like a lot the webisodes because sometimes people who haven't, they haven't seen our reviews and they don't really know how to get to the reviews. Sometimes they just, we put on a little webisode and they can find out for themselves.
Very nice. I actually saw on your site you interviewed a couple of celebrities too, asking them about your site. Yeah, we interview a lot of people on the red carpet, but sometimes they have a little changing color on the carpet. So, like for Planet 51, they had green carpet. Oceans, they had blue. So they have different color carpets. Very nice. And tell me, what movie right now is a movie that everybody must see?
There's not a lot right now, but there is one in the summer where some people have to see this because a lot of people like Toy Story. So they should definitely see Toy Story 3 if they like Toy Stories.
I can't wait for it.
Yeah, and Marmaduke, that one I think some people should see because it looks like a lot of fun. Even because George Lopez is like such a funny person, so.
Absolutely, yeah, I agree. And
and then there's one more, Ramona and Beezus.
Oh yeah, with Selena
Gomez.
Yeah, I definitely look forward to those movies. You want to tell us now? You actually have a Twitter too, which is twitter.com/kidpickflicks, right?
Yeah, I have that. Yeah, I tell people on Twitter, some people that are interviewed, they're on Twitter. So I just say, hey, sometimes we say, we are featuring you on site. Then we say, hey, go kidpickflicks.com. We say stuff like that. To people.
So everybody needs to check out kidpickflicks.com for the latest movie reviews. Thank you so much, Riley.
You're welcome.